Well, it took a little bit longer than we originally planned, but we have finally won the Champions League in Asia. That is step 1 of 5 of the Pentagon challenge complete. And now we need to go job hunting in Africa, which, I mean, as you can see, there are an awful lot of jobs available, but a huge number of these I am just not interested in. I don't want to manage in the Egyptian 4th division. I am an Asian Champions League winner. We should be able to walk in to one of the top teams in Africa, in one of the top leagues in Africa, and go on and, win the Champions League relatively quickly. So I think, first of all, we need to work out what the top leagues are. So we are looking realistically at one of these top 5, I think. Egypt, Tunisia, South Africa, Morocco, or Algeria. I think once you get much below that, we have got these leagues loaded, but I'm less interested in managing in those. I just want to have a look at the Champions League as well. So it looks like Al Ahly of Egypt win it more often than not. Yep, there we go. If we have a look through the past winners, it's usually Al Ahly. They are from Tunisia. ES Sahel. Wydad Casablanca is Morocco. Tunisia. There is a South African winner there. That's Morocco again. That's Tunisia again. So for us to have a chance of actually winning, I mean, the South African teams tend to get through to the final. That's another Moroccan team there. So I think we're looking Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, or South Africa. Top divisions and self-imposed, no previous winners of the Champions League. So I need to work out which leagues they are and get this set up so that it only has those leagues on, so that we've got something a little bit more manageable to work with. So bear with me a moment while I sort that. Right, after much figuring out and working out what leagues are which, I think we've got those leagues loaded. So Premier League is, I think that's Egypt, because on this list, it doesn't use the real name fixes that we've used. That's Morocco. That's South Africa. That's Tunisia. The only nation that has vacancies at the moment is Egypt, because that's the league that has just finished. I think all of these other leagues run opposite, similar to what it was in Japan. So if we look at the South African league, they are... Oh, no, they're just finishing as well. Right. I'm not massively keen on any of these jobs, is what I'm getting at. These are, I mean, we don't want a team in the bottom half of the table. We certainly can't have anyone who's finished 16th or lower, so that rules out them because they've been relegated. I'm not really super into going to either of these. So I think we're going to hold fire and wait for some other vacancies to present themselves. Well, I've gone forward a little bit. A job in Tunisia has become available. I got a little bit excited for a second there, seeing that they finished 3rd. They finished 3rd in the relegation playoff and got relegated. So, yeah, that's still no use to me. We're going to holiday forward a little bit further. I want a top half of the table team at the very least. Well, we're about a month further on, but I think there's a potential job here for me. US Montester, who got into the Champions playoff last year, did finish bottom of it. But if we go back to the regular league season, is there not a regular league season? There you go. They finished 3rd in Group A in the regular league season. They're a 3-star reputation team, which is about my level. I think that's where Osaka were. They've never won the Champions League. They've never even won the league. So they're a team on the up who've lost their manager because he retired, not because he was sacked. So they're not doing particularly badly. I don't know how strong Tunisia is as a league. They are insecure financially, and we're certainly not going to be bringing any of our Japanese stars over with us. But I think we apply for that one because it's the first job I've seen that has been remotely tempting. I don't want a bottom half Egyptian team. There's this team in Morocco who finished in the bottom half of the table as well, but they're only a 2-star team. So less interested in them. And then we've got these lot who were in the relegation playoff and got relegated. So yeah, we're not interested in a team that have been relegated. So we have one job application in, finally. I wonder if I shall get an interview. Well, another few days later, still nothing new has come up, but we have got an interview at Monastir. So let's go and see what they've got to say, I guess. Hello, what's your name? Mohammed. Hello, Mohammed. How are you doing? Can you explain why wouldn't be an issue? Never managed in this country. Well, that's kind of the nature of a Pentagon challenge. I don't know if you're familiar with the Pentagon challenge, Mohammed, but that's what we're doing. I have experience in various other countries. Why have you felt it acceptable to apply for a number of jobs? Because I'm great. Yeah, it's acceptable. I don't handle the media. I think I deal with the media just fine. Are you ready to get stuck in at a club that has big financial problems? I mean, I'm not giddy about it, but I've done it before. Will I work with a director of football? He's got a beard. So yes, I will. I'll work with him. I don't need to bring in any staff of my own. You are looking for us to reach the playoffs, which seems like a sensible target. Yeah, I think we are good. Am I favourite? No, I'm not. This guy's favourite, who's manager of them. Let's see if I get that job, or if anything else comes up. There's still not been a single vacancy going up in South Africa. And just in the interest of being able to say the names of the teams and players, I was kind of hoping to go to South Africa, but it seems like there's just nothing coming up there. Egypt would have been the other one. If we could get a bigger club in Egypt, it's the highest reputation league. It's like African Japan in terms of league reputation. But yeah, nothing's coming up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What I will do is, even if I get offered this job, I'll do the 2-week delay thing to give the maximum opportunity for vacancies to become available. But it is looking like it's fairly slim pickings, not because nobody wants me, but because I guess the timing of it, it's the middle of summer. If these are all leagues that run on the same schedule as in Europe, clubs don't tend to sack their manager very often in the summer. They'll do it right at the end of the season, and we've seen that batch of clubs. And then the next batch of vacancies will be like October, November time, which is when you're likely to get the best jobs. And I don't know that I can wait that long. There you go. I have been offered the job. I mean, it's a massive pay cut. Although I guess it's a pay rise compared to the no money I'm on currently. We'll delay them. If I don't find something better in 2 weeks, we're off to Tunisia, boys and girls. Now I'm in quite a bit of a pickle because exactly 2 weeks have gone by since I did the first delay with Monastir, and this job has just become available in South Africa. Stellenbosch FC, who are a pretty decent South African team. They finished 10th last year, 6th the year before. The media prediction is a 7th place finish for them. They're exactly the kind of team I was looking for. Reputation is 2.5 stars. So not quite as high a reputation as the Tunisian team. But I'll be able to say the names mostly, which is a big deal. Let's see what the money situation is. I'm trying to talk myself into this being a good idea. So they're also insecure, but the wage bill is twice as high. So still probably unlikely that I would be able to bring any of my Japanese players over. I think we need to be at a big Egyptian club to be able to do that. But certainly, I feel like it's a club with more potential. I understand the league in South Africa. I'm going to be able to say the names of the players. But this is a guaranteed job, which I think they're about to offer me again. I'm going to try and delay it a third time. I know you usually can't do that. Let's see what happens, I guess. They might let me delay one more time while I wait for another job. This isn't very attractive. It's got to be said. The financial situation does not appeal in the slightest. Who's their best player? Ah, great. We can't see anything about them. I'm going to try and delay again. They've rejected the delay. And I don't know what to do. I think I would rather be in South Africa, which is utterly illogical, and I recognise that because Tunisia is a high reputation league. but a much more complicated league that I don't know that I'm going to understand. The champions finished second in that group, for example. Are we allowed foreign players in this league? Right. Here's how I'm going to test. We're going to look at the Champions League and see how often Tunisian teams actually go deep in it. So they've just won the league. How do they do in the Champions League? They lost in the semi-final. So it's two Egyptian, Tunisian and Moroccan last season. If we go back the season before to the semi-final, we've got Morocco, Tunisia, South Africa, Egypt. The year before, Tunisia, South Africa, Egypt. Nigeria, Tunisia, South Africa, Egypt. There's no reason not to go to Tunisia other than the fact money. The money is hugely problematic. 20 grand a week is nothing. I want to see how that compares to the rest of the league. I want to know if this is just a really poor Tunisian team. No, that's not what I was trying to click on. No, that's not what I was trying to click on. There we go. I see that it's not that Tunisia's skint, they're skint. That makes me a lot less interested in going, I think. Right, we're checking the same thing with Stellenbosch. So if we have a look at the money in South Africa, I mean, they're still not one of the richer teams, but they're nowhere near as far away from the top as Monastir are. They've got a 1.6 million budget compared to 4.2 million for the league winners. Whereas if we go back to these guys, 750,000 compared to 7 million for the league winners. We aren't ever winning the league in Tunisia with Monastir. A couple of good seasons, we could win the league in South Africa with Stellenbosch. I think I have to walk away. I mean, the problem is I might not even get offered the job. I might not even get an interview. But I'd like to think with my CV as it is, we stand a decent chance. So that's a calculated risk. Because at the back of my mind as well, I'm still thinking I'd love a decent Egyptian job to come up. So for me to go somewhere other than Egypt, I think we need it to be a really, really good job. I don't think that was it. And now another job in Tunisia has come up. Stade Tunisian. I guess their manager has just gone to Monastir. Left manager role. Yeah, so he's gone there. So he's considered that a step up. I'm looking at this one thinking, well, actually, it's 50% more wage budget and okay finances. Yes, the reputation's slightly lower, but I'm not Football Manager AI. I don't have to make my decisions based fully on reputation. I'm looking at this thinking, actually, this is a much more interesting job. The wage budget's almost, I mean, it's so much bigger. I mean, it's still a long way away from the biggest clubs. But then we can't manage Tunis anyway, because presumably they've won the Champions League. Yeah. So they're not an option anyway. I think we apply for this one. So that's 2 applications in now while we wait for the Egyptian job that's hopefully coming. Right, interview with Stellenbosch then. Here's me saying, let's go to South Africa. I'll be able to say the names there. Yep. Hi, Mr. Mazibuko. Yeah, not speaking the language. I thought they spoke English in South Africa. I'll figure it out. I'm good at languages. I have some reservations regarding the fact that you've never managed in this country. Don't you worry about it. I've been in management a long time. I'm exploring my options. I deal with the media just fine. Yes, I can. See, I don't want I don't like financial trouble. I don't need to bring any staff with me. You are looking to qualify for is that the Champions League, the Confederation Cup? I don't think it is. I think that's the one below the Champions League. But the fact they're already at that level, that's a positive. So yeah, we'll try and do that. In the meantime, let's just keep an eye on other jobs that are potentially available. I think I'd probably take that one if offered. Obviously, we'll do the 2-week delay thing as well to give everyone else the option to come in for me. I should be a hot property. The whole of Africa should want me. And we now have our interview at Stade Tunisien as well, with Ben. Hello, Ben. I can say your name. Maybe we go to Tunisia after all. Fact, yeah, various countries. We know the drill by now. Yeah, management for a long time, considering options, media just fine. You're all asking the same questions. Yeah, fans always love me. That's a new question. What's this? Stability. Yeah, I can stay a long time at clubs. I'll do right with the club's money. Don't need to do a budget thing. What are you looking for? So you are looking for to reach the latter stages, top half finish. See, they're not really in like getting into African Europe level. So again, I think that probably leans me towards the South African team, because I think they're a bigger deal in South Africa than the other two teams we've had are in Tunisia. We'll still delay it for 2 weeks because we're still going to wait and see if something else comes up. But I think it's pretty likely I'm off to Stellenbosch. Well, 2 more weeks have passed. We've just been delaying both of them. I think we're off to Stellenbosch, though. They're more immediately in a battle for where we want to be. The media think an 8th place finish. We can turn that into whatever it needs to be, a top 2, top 3 finish, I think. If not, we can always work our way up within South Africa and hopefully move on to a bigger club if need be. But I think they've got more potential for more immediate success. So we are going to start negotiations with Stellenbosch. 3-year contract. Obviously, we want a little bit of extra money. There you go. Boom. We are off to South Africa, boys and girls. Stellenbosch Football Club. Hire Chapman. I'm 52 now in game. Oh, my word. I've spent some time away from club football. I have. I've had a lovely time. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Media prediction of 7th. And yeah, let's go and win an African Champions League with these boys. They're just looking for a top half finish. They've downgraded their expectations having met me. I don't know if I should be offended or not by that. We don't want to meet the media. The media are clowns. There's your confirmation. I did enter the Asian Hall of Fame. So that's nice. In fact, have we seen where I am? I haven't even looked. I didn't realise I'd done that. Did I realise I'd done that? Continent, Asia. There I am. I'm the 5th best Asian manager ever. That's nice. I guess we'd quite like to get to the top of the World Hall of Fame by the end of the Pentagon. That's a nice little supplementary target. At the moment, I'm not even quarter of a Zinedine Zidane, so we've got a long way to go on that one. I don't know if 5 Champions Leagues is going to be enough, but yeah, we'll take a top half finish. And we're not in African Europe this year. There are 3 cups to play in, though, which is bonkers. And I guess, let's have a look how bad the Highlanders are. Oh, my word. What have I got myself into here? We are so far over our wage budget. Well, that's going to be tricky. Oh, no. No, not going to be doing any transfers then, am I? When does the season start? In like a week and a half. We've played 1 friendly. We've got no money. As a result, we've done no transfers. Oh, dear. I'm already slightly rethinking things. But you know what? As long as we finish mid-table this year, which is what the media want, which is what the board want, the media think we'll do, who's to say we won't get a job at, I don't know who's what, of Kaiser Chiefs. There's a Kaiser Chiefs. There's an Orlando. There's teams I've heard of. We could go and manage one of them. We've also got the 3rd best player in the league. Gomotso Mbambo, who is a left winger, who looks like he's, I mean, look at that. Napoli want this guy. I mean, how long is his contract? He's got a 2-year contract and Napoli want him. That boy is about to lead us to greatness. And we'll have a look around the rest of the club tomorrow and work out what's what. But I'm pretty happy that he exists. Obviously, we're going to be doing a formation to get the best out of him. Forget the finances. They're not my problem. We just need to be awesome. Stellenbosch is a place. Should we go and find Stellenbosch just to finish things off? So this is the bit of South Africa that we're in. So just outside of Cape Town is where Stellenbosch is. Looks like we've got a university botanical garden, which is very nice. And then down here we have the stadium next to an athletics stadium. I mean, it doesn't look particularly spectacular, does it? But let's get down and have a proper look at it. Get on the pitch, get in the dugout. So this is our stadium. It looks like it's set up for egg chasing. Ugh. Oh, it's some lovely scenery around us. So, I mean, we're ruined if it rains, but there's some lovely mountains in the background. And that is my little place, my little dugout, I guess. Actually, no, this is my one. There's 3 holes there. I mean, we've got a little bit of stadium there. I mean, if you want to watch for free, boys and girls, not that I want to cost the club money, but this might be why we've got the financial issues. Just go and stand on these hills. I wouldn't bother paying to get in. Just stand on the hills. What was the score? Can't read that. But yeah, there you go. This is our new home, Stellenbosch. And tomorrow, we win the league with them. Probably not immediately. And actually, it won't be tomorrow because we've got something a little bit different tomorrow. We'll be back with the Pentagon on Thursday. I did give you warning. So if you've enjoyed that video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. We're actually doing daily now. And thank you very much for watching.